Good morning from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're well rested after yesterday's navigation mishap, and we're heading out to ride the Sandia Peak Tramway. We hope you'll come along with us. The hotel we stayed at in Albuquerque is home to one of the Tesla superchargers here, and we used that to juice up the car last night. We're leaving our hotel this morning with 77% battery, which is plenty because we aren't traveling very far today at all. Our first stop is just a bit more than 8 miles from the hotel, and it's the Sandia Peak Tramway. This is an exciting stop for me since this is the third time in 3 years I've found myself in Albuquerque, and this is the first year I can actually take the ride to the top of Sandia Peak. I didn't find out about this until after my first visit in 2022, and it was closed for maintenance during my visit in 2023. Fortunately, the maintenance downtime this year was earlier, and it's open for our visit here in mid-April 2024. The Sandia Peak Tram is the longest aerial tram in the U.S. at 2.7 miles long and ascends about 3,800 feet during the climb. At the peak is a restaurant, a ski area, and some hiking trails. We're here for the views, though. The view of the Rio Grande Valley is enormous. The website claims 11,000 square miles, which seems impossible, but also plausible at the same time. This morning we can watch rolling clouds topping the Sandia Mountains next to us. As we wait for our return ride, let's take a few minutes to check out the mechanics. It's quite a sight to watch it in motion. The tram car to take us back to the base is arriving now. The ride takes about 15 minutes in each direction. Personally, I used to have issues with heights, but for some reason this ride isn't getting to me at all. Maybe all the effort I've been putting into getting over my fear of heights is actually working. Somewhere down here is a trail you can use to hike to the peak. The operator pointed out some people hiking. I could see them at the time, but can't find them in a video. Can you? Since we're passing the other tram car coming up, I have to assume this is the halfway point as we are approaching the first tower on our return trip, which is Tower 2. Tower 2 is only 80 feet tall, but the views as we pass it are amazing. As beautiful as it was at the peak, it was cold and windy. The views from the car are unbelievable and also warm. This second tower, also known as Tower 1, is 232 feet tall. As we reach the lower terminal, our time riding the Sandia Peak Tramway comes to an end, but I will be back here, and back with a plan to spend more time exploring the peak. The second part of our day is going to be spent driving to Santa Fe. Santa Fe is only about 60 miles from here, so we won't be charging. We're going to Santa Fe to visit with some friends. Unfortunately, none of this visit was recorded, so here's a few photos I took walking around Santa Fe. This is another place I will definitely visit again. So much to do and see here. We're on a tight schedule though, so in the morning we're back on the road for a visit to White Sands National Park and getting set up to visit Carlsbad Caverns the next day. This is a particularly difficult area of the country to charge in, and I'm not sure how it's going to go. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss out on any of our adventures. Thanks for joining us on today's electric adventure.